Yeah, I was really pleased. We said to the guys just before they went out, we were training yesterday and Buck's come up to us a lot of, really feel like we're going somewhere. And I said the only thing we need is some W's to go along with that. So it was nice to get a win today, and it was really nice to get a performance. Butts texted me on the way in. He was like, I don't care what happens, I just really want us to get a performance. So it's nice when you see it on the training ground. It's even better when it comes off, but we're 2 games into a long season, so we talked about staying grounded, being humble, and we think we've got an incredibly tough game on Tuesday.
In interviews last season and off tape, we would talk and you would say to me, I understand what happens, but I look at a Bolton or a Derby and at 65 minutes they can make changes. You did that today. You made 3 changes, and what was a good performance at that stage was invigorated by your substitutions.
Yeah, look, I made a conscious effort in my head without really discussing it with anybody, because off the back of what you're saying last year, we drew our first 3 games last year and started really positively, and all I would have taken a defeat last week and a win today, because without sounding like an idiot, we've actually got more points after 2 games than we did last year. So we spoke to the players about going for games and trying to win games. Now, be really respectful and careful and cover my own back by saying that, because every game's different, but in my head I want to win games of football. I did last year. I don't know whether there was I don't believe there was a subconscious part of me that was thinking, first job, take a point. I never really thought about that, but I think this year we made a conscious effort that we want to win games. That might not be away from home, but certainly at home. So probably caught a few people by surprise, but I was just like, bang, 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 you're all coming on, get on. And to be fair, I thought Jayden was excellent. And when he came off, he was like, what have I done wrong? No, you've been brilliant, but the guy that's coming on, the 3 guys that are going to come on, are going to be statistically fitter than you, whether you think you're doing great. So, and it worked. Look, it worked today. It works. Sometimes it doesn't work, but it worked today.
Just ask you about, I'll talk about the attacking stuff in a minute, but a couple of your defensive players, your keeper today might get forgotten, but that save very early on. Jimmy, a former keeper in our commentary today, was very impressed with that save in his performance.
Yeah, it was a big save, because it was a real poor moment for us. We had 2 players going for the same ball, massive gap. And I looked at the clock, I think there was 2 minutes gone. They're game changers. They're 1-0 down at home, first game of the season. All the multiple things that flash through your head. Loads of clean sheets at home last year, unbeaten at home, and all of a sudden you're chasing the game. Their tails will come up, and they're a really, really good side. So, we think we've got a really, really good talent in Lucas. I thought he spread himself really, really well. So it was a big, big moment for us, and we think we've got a top keeper in our hands.
And then Pordy, he was up against a battle today with Vokes. Vokes comes off 60, 65, 70 minutes, whatever it was. It's got to be a good thing for your captain. We know what quality player is, but he had a battle today, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, and I thought he managed it really well, really intelligently, very mature in his performance, because he didn't try it. Some people just come to think you've got to win out. You're not going to win headers against Vokes. Make it as difficult as you can, and if it comes up to his chest and he controls it and passes it off, give yourself a big pat in the back. And I thought the 3 centre-halves were outstanding today.
All your goals came from crosses, albeit different sorts of crosses, not necessarily getting to the byline, getting it across, but all coming from crosses, and you've been beating the drum with your players, haven't you, getting those crosses in?
Yeah, we just spent a lot of time on a couple of things. One is putting cross in the box. Our algorithm last year told us we had a lot of width, but it also told us we didn't cross enough. So something I've been trying to improve for a long time, or I've gone on about. And the biggest one is soft crosses. So when we get wide, it comes back in, whether it's 10s or wing backs inside, or 10s have run, 7-11s have run for the pocket. I shouldn't say 10s, we don't play with 10s. 7-11s run for the pocket, and then it's our 6s to put the ball in. And even in the first half, I thought we turned that down a couple of times. So it was nice to see it. We just want constant pressure. I thought Sheffield Wednesday were the best in the league last year. Every time a cross went, if it came back out, it just went back in the box, and it's not nice to defend no matter how big you are.
Danny Mandroya, though, you gave him his moment at the end to come off. What a performance from him.
Yeah, he's a really, really good player. He's the one player I'm not going to stand here and talk about, because I don't want to lose him.
All right, well, we're not talking about it. We'll move on then. The one negative, if you like, Lassa, normally you don't know too much. Is it a serious problem?
Again, honestly, the reason I don't know is because you're not going to, unless it's something really bad, it's impossible to make a diagnosis in such a short time. So we'll just wait and see what that looks like tomorrow. I honestly don't know. If I was erring on one side, I think he'll be out. That's my own opinion, but I'm not a doctor.
But the good sign was you brought on your new signing and he seemed to slot in pretty comfortably.
I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was really, really good. We've worked really, really hard to get him, and I think his versatility showed today, where he started on the left, he come on the right. And I have to give a massive shout for Rico, because Rico does not want to play left wing back. I know that, we've discussed it before he came in, but he's actually very, very good there. And I was really pleased with his attitude for playing there. So, answer your question on Jack, I thought Jack was outstanding. But what I really liked about the group today, which kind of leads on to your question, like Jack came on left wing back, finishes right wing back. Rico plays as a 7, finishes as a left wing back. Teddy came on and I thought looked outstanding midfield. Within 2 minutes he went and played as 7, and he doesn't want to play then. I know he doesn't. And I said to him, look, we'll move you 15 yards away, you will score a goal. So it was nice to see him get a goal, and it gets him off my back as well.
The fans will have enjoyed today. I saw plenty of happy faces leaving the ground. I guess the message to all of them, and certainly to your players, is enjoy today, but we've got a game Tuesday.
Yeah, no, just Jesus, please be calm. I've seen that in training. It's nice to see it today, but we need to evidence that on a consistent basis. Every game is different. It's a really bizarre thing to say. I was really positive when I came away from Bolton. Really positive with Notts County. And today was good, but there'll be plenty of games where we play bad and win, and there'll be lots of games where we'll play really well and lose. That's football. But today was good. We just can't get carried away.
Mark, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mark.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, are you?
Very well, thank you.
How nice is it to win first home game of the season in front of the fans?
Really important, because I think it was, I can't remember the first win last year. Luke, I'm putting you on the spot here. Who was it? But it certainly wasn't early. You know, I think there was a few draws. I know we beat Oxford away. I can't remember. So it was nice to get one early. It's nice to get a clean sheet. It's nice. The biggest thing I'm really pleased about today, a goal difference is back to 0, because, you know, losing 3-0 at Bolton, there's no shame in that. They're a top side, but 3 goals. You know, we'd have finished 10th last year for goal difference about. So 3 goals is really, really important. But good that we've won in front of our home fans, and in the style we won as well was important.
You talked a little bit there about the new signings for the summer and how they've played. Are you really happy with the people you've got in and their performances so far this season?
Yes, I am, because one, they're good players. Two, we've worked really hard to get them. And sometimes things don't work out. I've said it. Well, I won't name players because I've said it before, but there's some top players gone to clubs and sometimes it just doesn't work out. At all levels, Premier League, Champions League, National League, wherever we're playing. But they all have come in and done really well, and they all look like they've settled in really well. Jaden and Tyler, I'm really pleased for in particular, because they've come in off the back of a really, really slow pre-season. So, you know, Tyler didn't play today. I told him you're still playing catch-up. It's up to us to get us fit. Doesn't mean when he's fit he's going to come in ahead of anybody else. But yeah, really, really pleased with everybody.